Crazy Town Podcast. I'm Jonas.
And I'm TNT Don. I'm like the explosive one. Let's crack into another one.
TNT. There was a recent study by MIT that said that brain scans suggest that using generative AI tools reduce your cognitive activity. What? What are you laughing at?
Nah, man, I don't know what to tell you.
So basically what they did is they had 3 groups of participants each write 3 essays. One relied on large learning language models, AI. One only used search engines, and one used only their without any external tools. Then the AI and the brain only group swapped and wrote a 4th essay. It says essays from the brain only group were not always the most accurate, but participants in that group displayed significantly stronger neural connectivity, suggesting deeper mental engagement. It was saying that by the end of the session, the people who used AI to write their essay basically forgot everything that they wrote by the time they got to the end.
Because they didn't write it. They just let the machine come up with it, and then they, I don't know, did nothing. Because the machine types it up and you just print it out.
You go in and correct some grammar errors and stuff.
Yeah.
So you're not absorbing. You're literally just becoming a copy editor.
Yeah, you're proofreading. Congratulations.
Yeah. So, but I'd read something else. It was funny because this story came up recently. That it's affecting school because kids are just using AI to write papers and write everything. So it's we already have issues where people in school are using their phones for everything. They're looking for them on Google, they're whatever. And now everybody's just using AI to write papers and everything. So no one is learning anything anymore.
No. Yeah, I don't know. I think we talked about that last week or maybe the week before. I'm not exactly sure. But when we were talking about how a lot of teachers are saying it's the literacy rates in America are dropping. Obviously, teachers have to spend more time just trying to decipher whether things are AI or not. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of that since AI has been more commonplace. I think the issue is that everybody is kind of becoming like a scammer to a certain extent. We talked about how people use AI to basically outsource jobs that they can't do themselves, that they don't know how to do. You're a scammer. You're a Nigerian prince. You're an Indian call center.
The AI is the scammer?
No, the person's the scammer because they're scamming.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Is that not scamming?
Wait, hold on. Maybe I don't understand what you're saying. Say that one more time.
I'm saying is that people who use AI to offload jobs that they cannot do themselves are scammers.
I mean, essentially it's fraud. Because you're they hired you to do the job, not for AI to do the job. It's like the guy who gets a remote programming job and then hires the work out on Fiverr to someone for half the amount, and he still makes even if they're paying you $30 an hour, you pay someone else $25 an hour, you're making $5 an hour to literally be the middleman of code.
See, no, it's so funny because when you say it like that, I'm like, no, that's just a hustle. I'm not mad at the hustle. Oh, but yeah, I guess you're right. Wait, is AI just a hustle then? Is it just a hustle?
I think it's just a hustle, man. I think it's if you use AI, because here's the thing, man. I have definitely bought a book off Amazon that was literally written by AI, and I could tell it because the grammar errors and the spelling and everything was ass. This man literally just gave the prompts. It wrote a book. It was cheap. It was $5. And then when I got it and started reading it and it was ass, I literally said I wanted to return it, and it was keep it, we'll refund you. So I literally threw it away. So it's if people are figuring out ways to use AI to make money, do it. Do it.
I mean, whether you say it or not, they are. You know, you can say don't do it, and guess what? They are.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a wild.
I don't know, man. I guess it's a hustle. I just worry about what it's being used for, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, I mean, I think here's the thing. Here's something. I mean, the part of it that kind of bothers me, dude. It's I get that people are gonna use AI. I get that people like, even when I was married and had stepkids, they were using Google Translate to help with Spanish class. Like the teacher was, and that was years ago before AI was like prevalent. Like, so, but I think the thing that worries me is that like people aren't learning things. And everyone tries to shortcut everything. Everybody wants to be, and everyone just wants to be like a vlogger.
What can you do, brother? What can you do, man? You can't tell the kids to put their cell phones down nowadays. You need it, man. What if somebody comes in with a gun?
Then who's gonna record it?
Who's gonna call? Who's gonna call? Who's gonna call the cops?
But it's like, but I feel like it's interesting because like I feel like the educational gap in newer generations is far exceeds what it used to be. Because there's kids and younger adults and people like that like they're driven, they want to do things, they go to school, they learn, they want to be, and then then the people who don't do that are even less educated than they were like when we were in school and people were just screwing off and you knew they were going to work at like a fast food place their whole life.
So it's the boomers' fault.
Why would that be the boomers' fault?
I don't know, because they had the kids, man.
Yeah, I guess. But I'm just saying, like, the gap is getting even wider, right? It's like you're either very educated because you're like, I'm driven and want to learn and want to get good at something, or you're just like very uneducated because you're like, I don't want to do anything. I'm just going to use AI and cheat. And like, it's interesting
sounds
dynamic.
like a hustle to me.
Sounds like a hustle.
No, I'm just saying, like, brother, like I said, we've definitely had these conversations before, and
no, absolutely.
Like the whole COVID thing,
that jacked up shit too.
It jacked up the kids a little bit. It's going to take at least a generation to kind of rectify itself.
But I don't think it's gonna.
No, because because this is the beauty of government. The same way that this is going on, and you don't want your kids to be mindless AI dependent freaking drones. It's the same reason we need regulation in this country. We need regulation so that these kids actually have to hone their skills, utilize them, and through that learn trial and error so that they can succeed in life. The same way that we need the speed limit on the freeway. Because if you don't put it there, somebody's just going to kill themselves.
Right. Like you have the speed limit sign because people are just like, oh, there's no speed limit, I'm going 190. And then but then you also have to have a minimum speed because if not, you're like, well, I'm just going to go 20.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? You got to like, it's like you got to have it's like like you said, the laws ain't made for you and me. They're made like we're pretty average people that are gonna do basically what's right.
Yeah.
And like they're there for everyone else to be like, oh, no one said I can't murder someone, so I'm just gonna go kill. Like it's like, bro, do we gotta? It's like every rule is made because someone did it. It's like when you're at work and you're like, this is a stupid rule. Why do we have, like? Because someone broke it and they had to put that rule into place.
So what do you think that schools could put in place that could deter kids from using this?
I don't think anything at this point. It's way too active.
So there's a couple different ways you handle something. When something is more egregious, then obviously you increase the punishment. So if you get caught using AI,
take their eyes.
Yes, hilarious. You get suspended. I don't know. That'd be like step one.
Well,
like
but I don't think that works. Because people are like, fine, I'll quit school and be an influencer. Then I don't need education.
Let's see how well that works out for you, buddy.
You ain't wrong.
And then it's like, okay, so if you don't make the punishment more for something like that, then you have to put more onus on the parents. Yet a lot of these parents, man, it's not even like a lot of these parents. It's just a lot of people are living double lives, man, where they are exhausted. The financial issues that are going on right now is a lot to handle, along with raising a child in a single family home in some cases.
I mean, even in two-parent homes,
even in a two-parent,
both are working all the time, and like
and honestly, a lot of people have just kind of like checked out on their kids to
tablets raising kids nowadays.
And like all of the complaints that we are making right now, I will say more you than me because I'm like fuck
I
them
mean,
kids,
like it doesn't
man.
matter to me over like I don't have a dog in the fight, but like I mean, but like
I will say is that this is the same argument that the generation before us and the generation before them and the generation before them had about the kids of the following generation. When it was us, it was the TV and the video games and the devil music, listening to Marilyn Manson and shit.
Yeah.
Before that, it was, I don't know,
Goddamn kids, the hippies in their long hair.
yeah, hippies in their long hair, you know. And before that, it was, oh my God, I don't know.
But I feel like listening
Marrying
to
black
Marilyn Manson
people.
or having your hair long didn't make you stupid.
And I don't necessarily think that the use of AI is necessarily making kids stupid, because, like I said, this is the next step in human evolution, and I stick to that. Where those people who learn how to utilize this thing, like when we were growing up, computers weren't as popular. The kids who did engross themselves in that computer technology, you can turn that into a job. People can turn this use of AI into a job. There is no regulation on this stuff for the next 10 years, so it ain't going anywhere. It's only going to gain traction. So those who are utilizing it now in its infancy, they're going to succeed in some facet in the future through their familiarity.
Absolutely. I don't know, got a final thought?
The kid's going to be all right, man.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be all right. So, anyways, that's all the time we have this episode. Go to thecrazytown.com, subscribe for Jonas.
TNC.
We out.